Hello my friends, welcome to Home and Garden. So today's video, I am going to give you an update of all this beautiful lily that's planted in my backyard. And also, I have all the Asiatic lily as well that's planted along the driveway. And that's all the white one and the pink one. So let me give you a close-up look on all the beautiful Asiatic lily. So all this Asiatic lily, they are planted along the driveway. This is the front garden. And here I use all the Asiatic lily as my border. So you can see this is all the white one. And they are beautifully blooming at this time. And I have all the pink one on this side. Some of them, they are almost done blooming. And this one is the darker pink. It means that's the new bloom. And that lighter pink, that is a mature one. And they're about to fall. This is all the petals is about to fall. So that's what it looked like on that side. And I actually here on this side, I alternate the pink, white, and this side. Some of the pink here, they are actually done blooming. So I have only the white one that's left in this side. And compared to the Oriental lily, this Asiatic lily, they don't have any scent. So I can't wait for all the Oriental lily to bloom so I can show that to you too, because that's the one they have a nice bloom. Can you hear that beautiful birds that's singing? I really love it. It's so relaxing. So continuing this Asiatic lily tour, here again, this is the driveway, and that's all my beautiful Asiatic lily, and I am showing you towards the front of the driveway, and this is all the Asiatic lily that's blooming at this time. That is the hostas, variegated hostas, big leaf. And that's the white one again, and the pink one. They look so beautiful here. I planted them together with the hellebores and also the irises and more hostas, and also of course the Oriental lily on that side. It's about to bloom hopefully in 2 weeks, and this is how it looks like from the far view. And hopefully I can add more and make them a little bit thicker so they can give more beauty on my front yard garden. So I step back a little bit for you to see so I can give you a full view of the side driveway. So that's how it looked like when I'm standing on the other side of my driveway. They like to be planted and want to receive a full sun. And I don't really water them every day. I water, especially this time, they're like about 80 degrees now. So I water at least every other day. And I also propagate them. I remove the baby bulbs and separate them from the mother bulbs and create a new one. So I put them on the other side of my garden, especially in the backyard. So we are back on the backyard, and this is all the Asiatic lily that's planted together with all the flower cut garden in this side. That's all the lily. All this yellow one are the yellow lily. So let me show you the other one. Here, this is actually the secret garden. I just created this area last summer actually. And I have some primroses, azalea, hydrangeas, and rhodie. And here in the entrance, I add this beautiful bloom, Asiatic lily, the yellow one with the red. It's like somebody just like painted. So beautiful. And there's a lot of bulbs this side and more here. And I'm so excited to put more on the rose garden. I actually put the Oriental lily, which is the white one, and that's about to bloom as well. So this also is the yellow one that didn't bloom yet, and I have another here. This is actually part of that bundle, and I just separate some of the bulbs and put some here. So when I'm walking in this secret garden, I can still see some pop-up color because all the primroses and azalea and rhodie, they're done blooming, even the bleeding heart. I have this purple bellflowers almost done blooming as well. So the next one that's going to bloom here is the phlox, which is pink one, and of course we're waiting for all the Asiatic lily. Okay, let me just show you the other Asiatic lily that's planted on the flower cut garden, and this is towards the slope area. And look all of these daylilies. Look all the bulbs. Just give you a quick glance so you can see it. That's going to be my next video. So if you didn't subscribe yet, please subscribe so you'll see all this updated video that I showed, because all the flowers that blooming on that time, on that season, that's what I'm giving an update and video so that you can see how the changes of my garden every month or every week. So we're gonna go to that side. I add again all this Asiatic lily as a row together with this double bloom daylilies, and that's an orange flower actually. So here's all the yellow, and I put some daisies as well. They're white and of course the yellow in the center, and also all the columbines are planted on this side as well. And this big bush here, this is all the hydrangeas. So towards to the path, where could I walk so I can show you a closer view of all the lilies, Asiatic lily that's planted in the back. So here, this is all the hardy geranium. This one is actually a lily, but it is an Oriental lily. And there's one here, and this is like red. And there's a lot of lily that's planted in the front garden, but they're still under flower buds, and they're all Oriental lily. So right now, my video, I'm just showing you all this Asiatic lily. They bloom before the Oriental lily. So that's going to be also a separate video for me. Look at that bulbs. That's a lot. And more there. And that side all the way to the other side. You see? I really love the color, especially all of this hydrangea that I have this flower buds right now. There are blue. The color of the flowers are blue, but of course you're not gonna see it right now because they're still in the flower buds. So here is all the daisies, and the pink one is actually the rose campion, and I have the foxgloves, and of course all this beautiful Asiatic lily that's planted there. So I also going to show you all the Asiatic lily. They're also same color as that yellow one, and I plant them on the ceramic pots. So they also survive on the pots, but they are healthier when you put them directly in the ground. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for all the Asiatic lily that's planted in the pots. I'm just gonna move them and plant them directly here and add them here on the flower cut garden. This is again my flower cut garden, and I have the dahlias that about to bloom soon, and that's the background or the Asiatic lily. Okay, so walking towards this pathway, this is actually all the rose campion and still with the hardy geranium, and that side with the white pergola, that's my rose garden. Just give you a quick glance on that. It's all the way on the side, all the way here. This is a pink one, and then orange one next to the hydrangeas, and white one on the other side. So towards the center pathway, I have all these pots. Some of them they're just look like a terracotta pots, but they're not. They're just regular plastic pots, a big one. And actually, this is all the baby Asiatic lily that I remove it and remove it from the mother plant. And they don't have any bloom. Of course, they're just still young. So hopefully by next year, I will also going to transfer them and just put them directly in the ground. But look at this. That's the one that I planted in the pots. And check this out. They are doing good. But I'm also going to remove them from these pots and just create like a border and put all the Asiatic lily. So I have like more additional in the flower cup garden, and the more I think it's like better to look because it's more bushy and plenty flowers I mean. And I have some bulbs still. There you go. So from this side, again, this is the center pathway, and all these pots, I have different kind of plants that I have to organize, and some of them, they are done blooming. So I can see this is the center garden. I call this a secret garden. I have, again, all the Asiatic lily that's planted on that side and towards to that entrance. So here, this is the center of my garden. So that's the open area that we actually sometimes we play ping pong or do barbecue on that side because you can see all that covered plastic there. The big one, that's the ping pong table. So going back to our Asiatic lily. So this side actually I have all the roses that also planted on the ceramic pots and they're still blooming good. So next to the roses I have hostas. And check this out. Next to the hostas is, of course, the lilies. So I'm going to give you a quick tour here. This is actually my backyard. Have the water fountain here and seating area. So next to the water fountain, I have the ferns and some of the hydrangea. They're not blooming yet, still in their flower buds. And there is the beautiful Asiatic lily. Look at that petals, they're so big. So actually when I put this one in the pot, there's like actually more than this and they're smaller. Now they get taller. I didn't even put any fertilizer on this one. It's just, I don't know, they get bigger. So that is a close-up look. And that is a big petals of this Asiatic lilies. So standing towards the center garden where the pavers, this is my view of the Asiatic lilies. And the other one is there. I actually add some hostas and also some of the ice plant. So once the hostas is done, I still have the hostas blooming, and right now the one that's actively blooming is the Asiatic lily. And they're so pretty. I really love it. I hope I can put more in this side, and hopefully I can do some propagation and move them in some of the pots. Do you have some lilies also in your garden, and what color are they? I also have actually the dark red, and they are also planted next to the other water fountain that I have here, and I planted next to the hellebores, and they're actually planted with the snapdragon. This is the snapdragon, and they're done blooming. I'm just keeping them so I can save some of the seeds and collect them and plant them and add it to the flower cut garden. And there is my Asiatic lily. That's really red. Like hurting my eyes looking, especially when the sun is really bright. The red color of the Asiatic lily is also brighter. So this one is actually the Oriental lily. This is the pink and white combination color. And I'm going to give you a separate video on that for once they start blooming. And from here, again, that's the red one. And there's the yellow. So I can still see them even though I'm standing here on the upper level of my garden. Because my garden, if this is your first time to check it out, and so this side of my garden, this is the slope area. I have all the flower garden on this side, the fruit trees on that side towards to the vegetable garden, and this is the entrance of my secret garden, and this is the center pathway, and that's the middle of the backyard with the lawn. Let me just give you a quick glance just in case you are wondering how my backyard look like. So this one is actually the upper level. The bushes here are the rhodie and they're done blooming. And here, since I am walking towards to the rose garden are located on the lower part of my backyard. So I'm standing on the upper part, and this is what my rose garden look like. So I have the trellis, the metal trellis. I planted a blue clematis and plant all the white roses on that side and the pink one on the other side. And I have all the orange roses there next to the hydrangeas. And look at all this Oriental lily. That's the Oriental lily. Hopefully by tomorrow they're gonna bloom, because I can see it already. The white one is showing. It means it's ready to bloom. So I alternate the Oriental lily, which is white, and then also the rose is also white. But my propagation, all of this is the azalea. So there are pink, but they're still small because I just propagated them like about 2 years ago. And again, there's the Oriental lily. And I am so excited to give you another video so that you can see how all the Oriental lily, especially the one on the front yard, they're really beautiful and they are scented. Like if you pass my driveway, you can smell them, and they are really smell good. Okay, my friends, so that's the end of our tour regarding our beautiful Asiatic lily, and I hope you will continue to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and also leave a comment, hit your notification bell, and I'll see you on my next video. You take care.